What's up, everybody? Hero here. Welcome to a new series that I'm going to be calling Real Talk, where we talk about some serious stuff, not so much like joking around and stuff like my other videos and funny stories and such. Yeah, we're just going to be talking about some serious stuff and things that I feel like don't get talked about enough, or things that I feel like people might want to talk about. And sometimes I'm going to have some guests on so that we could, get some different opinions on things and, hear somebody else's voice besides mine. So, yeah, let's just get into it. All right, so real talk, right? Let's talk about reality. So, a lot of the time, people have this like misconstrued idea of what reality really is, right? And what I mean by that is the person who is in complete control of your reality, the reality that you exist in, is yourself. Now, I know that sounds really hippie-ish and kind of like bullshit, but I mean, hear me out, all right? So, a lot of the times in life, we as people kind of make decisions based on things that we feel are out of our control, situations and things that arise that we kind of just feel like, well, shit, we can't do anything about it. We just have to deal with it. And we kind of make decisions that may be negative impacting, or just decisions that we wouldn't want to make because of these situations. But the truth is, you always have a choice, right? So what I mean by that is, when it comes to reality, I have three main points that I think kind of reflect what it's all about, right? I'll put them up on the screen real quick. So first, there's choice. Choice is basically you have multiple choices in every situation. Even if it seems like you don't, there's always another choice. It may be a bad choice. It may be a choice that will have negative effects on you, but it's still another choice. There's always multiple choices in every situation that you get into, right? Now, the next one is consequence. So for every choice that you pick, there's going to be a consequence. That doesn't necessarily mean bad. It could be a good consequence, something good that happens based on whatever choice you make. You may not like the consequence of a certain choice, but that doesn't make it not a choice, For example, right? Let's say you hate your fucking job, right? But you want to keep working there just because of the fact that if you don't keep working there, you're not going to have any money. If you don't have any money, you won't be able to pay for your cell phone bill, and then you won't have your cell phone, right? Well, that may seem like you have no choice in the matter, but you could actually just leave your job. And yeah, you won't have your cell phone, but that is an option. If you really hate your job enough, you would probably want to leave anyway and find another job, or find another job and then leave. That actually would be better. So the third point is understanding. Now, when you think about consequences for choices and actions that you make in your life, understanding is, in my opinion, like totally integral and completely vital to deciding things in your life. Now, what I mean by understanding is you have multiple choices, right? You need to understand what those choices are. You need to understand what exactly you'll have to do to make those choices, and you need to understand the consequences that each of those choices have. Now, what I try to do when it comes to making decisions in my life is analyze what choices I have, figure out the consequences of each of those choices, and then understand what it would mean to make that choice and to deal with those consequences. You really want to understand the consequences before you make the decision, before you make the choice, because you don't want to just like have something happen and not expect it, right? You want to make sure that you know what's going to happen. Now, this doesn't apply for everything, right? This is just like for certain cases. But in reality, these three things are absolutely vital to getting through situations in life. So back to the main point. People tend to think that they have no choice in certain situations, but the fact of the matter is you do. And where I'm going with this is, although you may not like a certain decision or choice that you have to make in your life, it may lead to better things in your life. It may lead to a better you. It may lead to a better mood for you. It just could turn out good, basically. Don't let the actions of other people or the situations that arise in your life kind of take over your life and dictate what direction you go. Now, for a personal example of that, I'll tell you guys a little backstory about myself. So, when I graduated from high school, I didn't want to go straight into college. I kind of wanted to take some time off, but because of a situation that arose in my life for personal things and whatnot, I ended up having to go straight into college. And I honestly wasn't even sure if I wanted to go to college at all, but I had to do it. I had to go straight into it. And I tried it out for a semester, and I went through a lot of bad times. I actually even have a story about that where I actually ended up passing out, going to the doctor. But yeah, that's a story for another day. But long story short, I remember just coming home from college one day and just telling my mom, like, I feel like shit, like I can't do this anymore, and saying that I basically can't lie to myself anymore and I have to make this decision of leaving college. Now, it had negative effects, you know. There was a lot of people who were proud of me for going to college, a lot of people who wanted to see me go through with it and finish it. And there were a lot of people who helped contribute to me, family members and friends and whatnot. So in a way, it felt like I was letting them down. But it was because I left college that I was able to experience a lot more things in life. I was able to work multiple jobs and learn how things are out in the real world. And I was able to get into some pretty neat internships and learn a lot about myself and learn a couple marketable skills and learn things about myself that I didn't even know were that great. I learned that I was actually a lot more marketable than I thought I was. I learned how creative I was. I learned about my passion for writing, for creativity and YouTube and such. So basically, just to cut off that rambling story and whatnot, the point I'm trying to get across is, although the choice may be bad right now or may seem bad right now, things can turn around, and this bad choice may open up a door to good things and better places for you in the future. So yeah, just to recap, don't let your reality be dictated by the situations and the problems that arise in your life. You're the one who's in charge of your reality. So yeah, keep that in mind. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys like the new intro. I'm not going to replace the old one. They're just going to be like alternating between each other. Tell me what you guys think about it, and I appreciate all the support that I'm getting. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more videos, and check out the Facebook page and stuff. Also, big shout out to panzoid.com. They have awesome tools to make YouTube intros. That's where I make my YouTube intros and such. So yeah, if you want to make a YouTube intro for your YouTube channel, check them out. And yeah, thanks for watching. See you later.
It cannot last, but at last I can finally see.